A glorious morning to everyone. In front of you, I am Nandini, and the title of my story is The True Wealth. Before going to my story, I want to tell one thing to you. It is by listening my story at the end of the story, you are able to know what does the true wealth mean. Okay, let's begin our story. Once upon a time, there lived a boy in a wealthy family, and one day his father wanted to take his son to a trip to the countryside because he aimed to show how the poor people live, and they arrived at a farm where a very poor people live as they considered, and they spent there several days. On their return, the father asked the son if he had liked the trip. Then the boy answered, "Oh dad, it was so great." Then again the father asked, "My dear boy, do you notice how the poor people live?" Then the boy said, "Yeah dad, I did." Then the father is not satisfied with his answer. Then the father asked that, "My dear son, can you explain in detail about your impressions from the trip?" Then the boy answered, "Oh dad, sure, let me continue." And then the boy said that, "Well dad, we have one dog in our home, while there are four of them. And in our garden there is a pool, but they have a river which has no end. And for our property there is a large fencing to protect our property, but they don't need it as because their friends are there to protect them. And we have the balcony, but they have the whole horizon. And we buy the food, but they grow it. And dad, we have got expensive lanterns, but they have the stars above their heads at night. And also dad, we have a small pieces of land, but they have the endless fields." Then the father was stunned. There was no words to say about him. Then the boy started adding, "Thank you dad, thank you so much for letting me know how poor we are." So my dear friends, as we mentioned in the story, in our life too, in our real life too, the true wealth does not matter of having materials or things. The true wealth, the person truly rich will have the possessing of love, the possessing of freedom, the possessing of friendship and being free. Instead of locking yourself into the isolated place with the safety, rules, regulations, you should open up to the world. The freedom, love, and friendship are far more valuable than anything else in the world. So, you have to think that true wealth doesn't matter about things, it matters about happiness. And if you follow that, you should open up to the world. You are the richest man alive in the world, as because the whole world belongs to you. Hope you understand what I am saying. And at the beginning of story, I said one thing. At the end of the story, we know that what does the true wealth means. So now we are able to know what does the true wealth means. As the true wealth means only the happiness, freedom, and love that we are possessing. And I hope you like my story, and hope you learned something from my story. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity to share my story.